What is up, everyone? This is the second episode of the Benchwarmers series, and this one's a banger. We got a banger for you here. We're gonna be playing the first two games of the regular season, but first, we gotta set our season goal. I think it's gonna be 7 wins. That's what I'm gonna predict. I think it's gonna be less, but hey, you never know. Now we'll go through the offensive and defensive players from last episode and the captains. And who won the captain's job? Cardale Jones got the starting job. You guys already know this. Kenny Britt from last episode. Kenny Britt got the captain and the player of the game update. At middle linebacker, Mark Hersler got the captain, but Scooby Wright got the upgrade. There we go. Going into the first game. Let's go. What do you guys think the season's gonna be? Also, every episode predict what in the comments, type what your pick for the defensive and offensive player of the week episode is. Player of the week is. Player of the game is. I can't talk today.
Better luck this time. Hey, it's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Colts fans get the return of their franchise quarterback, Andrew Luck, after a year away, as they'll face off against a team that was shut out in their opener a season ago, the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back at halftime with a look at games in progress. But first, we get it up to Indy. Standing by our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National
Here we
Football
go.
League is
Your
on the
Benchwarmers
air.
coming out
Just
of the
as we were
tunnel.
ready for air, as the Colts emerging from the locker room to great
That's who you really
fanfare
care
here
about.
in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet.
Sucked.
And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. You hear the roar from this crowd in Indianapolis as Andrew Luck comes back onto the field.
News for the big passer from Stanford in
Andrew Luck's
2018.
gonna
A clean bill of
see in.
health. Missed
Bam.
all of 2017 after
Smacking
complications
Marlon
from
Mack
shoulder
behind the
surgery.
line.
And this is a guy who had 40
Amazing.
touchdown passes in 2014. Anything even approaching that number could drastically alter the future of this franchise.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Mark
He's able to
Hersler
plow
getting
forward
mad.
to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Nice. That's what we
It's
like
a
to see
7-yard
here.
pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's what we
On
like
a
to
second and
see.
long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And able to get this one across the
not
45
good.
before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was
No
available.
pressure. You drop
Whenever
back
you
in
get a lot of
coverage.
heavy pressure towards your quarterback,
Bringing
that's
him
when you're
down.
thinking about running the
Sorry,
screen and
Ryan
using that
Hines.
pressure against the defense. And it
Sorry.
worked very well there for a first down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give the
Marlon
Colts
Mack is
13
playing
yards
very
and a
well
first
this
down.
game.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a first down throw, Luck. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
It's going to be a run to Marlon Mack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Got 2 yards off the carry.
I know the scouting report
Not
on him is
bad,
that he
not
doesn't
bad.
possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run with Matt. Down right
Scooby
around the
right.
25. He'll pick up
no.
only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Nope,
So
nothing.
they took a shot
Nope.
there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
All right. Good first defensive drive. 3-0. 3-0 indeed.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now.
Here comes your Benchwarmers starting quarterback,
Cardale
Jones.
6'5", north of 250 pounds. It's Cardale Jones.
So I get the sense that he's big. This is a large man. There is no doubt about it. And he has the arm to match it. In fact, his nickname, because he has such a rifle for an arm, is 12 gauge. And he knows how to deliver when he gets an opportunity.
Come on, let's go.
Off play action. Jones.
Dropped it.
First pass here is going to fall incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Jones, off play action. And this time he's got the hook up. It's
Did he get
complete.
the first?
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Got the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What can Katrine Michael do?
Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Kristen
Nothing,
Michael.
apparently.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he
Sacked
goes
by
down.
Danico
Autry. Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Autry started his career out west with Oakland, now with Indianapolis.
Yeah, had 5.5 sacks last season, and guess what? He's now in charge of increasing the pass rush for the Colts. Remember when the Colts had one of the most fearsome pass rushes in the league?
Back in the day.
They're hoping Autry can get them back to that.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Kenny Britt having a decent game.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right.
He caught it?
Right side complete to Williams.
Is there a holding call?
And he's going to be out.
Don't say
down
there's a holding
inside
call.
the 20 at the 15.
Illegal forward pass.
Oh. Cardale Jones.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about
That's
hidden
a
yardage
choke.
in a game. That's going to count as that because now it
Major
doesn't go on the
choke.
books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw on second down, Jones. And that's complete to Brian Quick.
Brian Quick.
And
Keep
he gets
moving.
this one inside the 15.
All right,
just
I'll
a
take
yard
that.
or two shy of the 10. They give him a gain
I'll
of
take that.
38.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Yada, yada,
Credited
yada.
with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh,
He'll
that
buy
should have been
some time
picked.
right, and that'll be incomplete.
That should have been an
Every game
interception.
we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because he didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Touchdown, Cardale Jones. Benchwarmers lead.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away.
And it's put up. Touchdown.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Have a good lead.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
3-yard gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. A reminder coming up at the half, we hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in week 1. So do not press that skip button. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, Luck. Running over the middle by Grant. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after... From the gun,
Snap
here's
the ball
Luck.
in the gun.
That's complete.
Oh, I Grant gets hit in the act and then
And here he'll
again.
get it down to the 7.
Wow.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
He's
As they'll stop
taking
it
a
with just
beating in
over
this
a
one.
minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure,
Sacking
down he
Andrew Luck.
goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Wow.
Now from the 9, here's
Let's go,
2nd and goal.
Cincy. Let's stop him.
Out of the gun, Luck.
Overthrows him.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Cincy's going to go into the break with a lead.
Made, no grounding. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Jones now on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Here's Jones on first and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Why
Second
not?
and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Jones, a final shot before break.
It's up.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete before
So
break.
we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights
go,
and apparently
going
get
into the
right
second
back to
half.
the action here in the third. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1.
Oh, I thought he was still up there.
To the 22-yard line.
Looks like he was still up.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into the playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Steps away. Caught left side, Williams.
Grabs him midair. Throws him down onto the turf.
Across midfield.
Wow.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones throwing.
What was that throw?
And he whips that one incomplete.
What
there.
was that?
He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And that'll bring
That
up
was
second
horrible.
down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Sliding
Give him
down
7
to
on the
35.
tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle
Mark
in the
Walton
middle of the
Jr.
field.
Mark Walton Jr.
Space to run past the 20. And finally
Nice run.
taken down at the 15.
Nice scamper.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I'll take a 20-yard
Looks to me
rush.
like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Oh, what was that?
Inside the
That's my
5.
fault.
The receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
Let's see, maybe
for a deeper
Kraus
route, and then
or
breaks it off
Stringfellow?
usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do
Touchdown.
And that is caught.
Benchwarmers.
He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has
Real
a section
quick.
in their playbook called the quick game.
14 to
That was a
6.
super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of
Touchback.
options involved with that.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their
14-6
first
lead over the
possession on
Colts.
offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
Plays do you script
there.
coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the
Vinny
first half, you're
Sincerely.
scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like
Being
8 to 10.
toxic.
Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield
About
at
the
the
first.
48. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Back now in Indianapolis.
Wow.
It's the Colts, so
The
they've got the
Benchwarmers
football,
are
but they've got
actually
work to do,
winning.
trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. On first down, it's Locke. Being chased out left. Room to run inside the 40. And he
Wow.
slides to avoid the hit.
That was a
No one
long
there
run
to
by
help
Luck.
out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice
Big hit
job
on our
using his
rebound.
eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
17 more
Oh, no,
yards
there's
on
Chester
that one as
Rogers.
they keep the drive
Wow.
rolling.
Really
Clock
surprised
running
he
under
took that
4
hit.
to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Locke. And his throw here is incomplete.
Luck was not that lucky
Ryan Grant,
there.
the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he
A lot
fired an absolute bullet.
less-
So now
lot
2nd
of
and
heat
10
there.
after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To run, I think.
Again, Locke. And he's got it.
Oh,
And he'll get
That's
into the
huge.
end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Now he's got to go for 2.
His first touchdown in a Colts uni. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet.
No!
Or they just executed.
Marlon Mack is into the end zone.
Ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're
Wow.
starting to move the ball well.
That
And
is.
he'll take this up past the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
We're ready to
And
take
for
the
them, a
field.
touchdown their
Try
last
and pull off a
go-around.
game-winning
Obviously, they'll be
drive
hoping to do
here.
that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because
Oh
that
my
worked,
God.
But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
What
because
was
you know they'll
that,
make some
Cardale
adjustments.
Jones?
Now, meanwhile, a pass
That should have been a pick six.
intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close.
Oh,
The
my God.
opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly
Get
to
him
the
back.
ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Buying time to
He got
his
it.
left. Looking left side, and
First
he's got a
down.
man. It's Harris. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Wow.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Bengal
Nice
first down on the
play there.
16-yard pickup there.
Go
Time
downfield,
for a
score a
break.
field goal.
We'll come back and
And
see how it
Cardale
all
Jones
shakes
pull
out
off a
after
game-winning
this.
drive.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw.
Oh,
Jones.
sacked.
And he can't get a throw off.
D'Amico
He's taken
Autry.
down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken
Oh,
down.
no.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he
Third
plays
and
hard on
20.
every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they look to
No!
throw. The big man
No!
get the oxygen tank ready. And he will score. Touchdown.
Marcus Hunt with the pick six.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big
A
of an offensive play as you
lineman
can
gets a
possibly
pick
have.
six.
It didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run.
Oh no.
Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Indianapolis has their first lead of the game off of Marcus Hunt's pick six.
Cincinnati now ready to
That is
take the
not
field.
good.
They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situations. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping
Still
their
moving
end zone,
on.
picking up a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Craig.
Yes.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly
And the
here,
horsepower?
and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face
Face
mask?
mask. Defense.
That's nice.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you
They
want.
could strip
Not at
ball
all.
on
And
the
now your
aggressive.
discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
How do you use the
What a
first
huge
timeout?
play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw.
Oh,
And he
that's
can't
bad.
corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Third and
He was unable to
13.
complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
4th and
And now
2.
before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Oh my
Down 7, and
God.
they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
9 seconds
He's
left.
back to throw.
Oh.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
The
Down
last
to their
play of
chance
this game,
now.
most
This is going to have to be
likely.
a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is
21
over.
to 14.
Partner,
Cardale
this
Jones with
first
the
week, this
choke.
first game that we get to call together, so special.
That
Every year,
is
week 1, you had the flyover, the big
heartbreaking.
American flag out there before the game, all the
That is
hoopla,
really
just
just
having football
heartbreaking.
back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just
Well,
nothing like it because you really build to
let's
a
get into
crescendo.
game
But the best part for
numero
us is that
dos.
crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here.
Thursday Night
And we're
Football
back.
on EA Sports. Straight
Game
ahead,
number
we've got
2
a
of
terrific
this
matchup on tap
episode.
between the
Ravens,
Baltimore Ravens
Bengals.
and the
The
Cincinnati
0-0
Bengals.
and the 1 Ravens
With
versus
that,
the
let's
0
get
and
out
the
to Cincinnati
1
for the home opener.
Bengals.
Standing by, Brandon
Put your
Godden
game
and
predictions
Charles
in the
Davis.
comments. Thank you.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the
Game
Baltimore
number 2
Ravens.
is underway, folks.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis.
Willie
And Charles, you
Smith
focus
goes out
on
at
this
the
Bengal
7-yard
team entering
line.
play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave
Now,
of
Cruz is
emotion
the
to
captain.
a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, now it's Jackson. They come in off the very rare tie a game ago.
And it'll be interesting to see what their mindset is going into this game. Sometimes that can be a deflator,
20-yard
and sometimes that can
pitch.
just really make you mad and more determined the next time out. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a
Put
victory.
Mark
And they'll
Andrews
get him
down.
down as he's inside the 40.
That's right.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the first round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his
What a
best
hit by
attributes,
Mark Ruffalo.
splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide
Wow.
receiver.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to
Ruby
play.
Wright
That's the
stuffing
mantra
him.
of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, it's Dixon. He
What a
pushes
hit by
forward from
Scooby
maybe
right
3
there.
down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
All right, here we go.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it
Dives
into the
in.
end zone for a Ravens
That sucks.
touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Going onto the field, here we go. Cardale Jones trots out with this team. After his pretty nice performance last game.
Here we go. What? None.
Jones now on first down. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing Jones. And a catch
Kenny
made
Britt
by
comes
Kenny
down with
Britt.
it.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Have to get this one.
They'll run it here.
No.
This is Mark Walton. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A nice move by Crabtree. And down inside the 15
I'm
he
sorry, he
goes.
went like Crabtree. No words of Fletcher Sherman.
First down, they go with Dixon. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right?
Come on!
Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown of the new
Defense needs to
season.
step
And
up.
the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
Oh my God!
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
This is
The ball set up
disgusting.
in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Here we go now.
Dixon on the pitch. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in.
Why do I talk like this? Comment if you want me to talk right into it or whisper. ASMR.
Here's Jackson on third down. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Jackson now under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Nice.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Coming up at the half, a reminder. We go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hit that.
Now it's Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Gotta turn off auto flip.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, we keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot down.
Looking for Brett, intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally get him, but but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Steps away to his left. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Brent, I have a feeling they'll be talking about that in film review because this quarterback, he's going to be telling the running backs they better be careful. He might have to slide over and take their position. Showed off his exceptional wheels on that run.
Wow,
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first
there might
half.
not be as much commentary for the second game because I'm trying to
This is fielded
focus
at the
on
chalk of the 10.
trying to at least
They'll
come
bring
back.
it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play
Can't
good
do
defense.
anything.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Disgusting.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And look at this, it's a fake.
Oh
And
my
this is incomplete.
god.
A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Oh.
Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball, the Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it
Make
translates to your
Marco
defense as well,
play.
because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
All right, here we go.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this
The reason you didn't see the whole second half is because it was just more the same. Only let up 1 touchdown, but that was it. No point in doing practice this week because we already played the game. But yeah, like, subscribe, look out for another video later, maybe, I don't know, maybe alive, but